On to you, Aries. So I just want to go ahead and give a big shout out to Adira. Um, Listen, I just want to let everybody who's watching this video know that she is one of the best real estate moguls that I know. She understands real estate like the back of her hand. Um, it's just that for some reason or another, she doesn't really get the attention that she deserves. Listen, she's an amazing, she's an amazing person. All you need to do is just go ahead and go to the link in the comment section. I will pin the link in the comment section. Go there, check out her webinars, check out her services. She is quite knowledgeable at what it is that she does. Go ahead and give her a chance. Okay? Y'all owe it to yourselves to, at the very minimum, listen to at least 10 minutes of what it is that she has to say, right? She understands real estate like nobody else's business. And she is very relatable, like me. I vouch for her, okay? So what I would like for y'all to do is to click the link, the pinned link in the comment section, okay? And go to her, get in communication with her, check her out, find out what kind of services she has, and take her seriously. Join her webinars, okay? Get her her books on house hacking. All right, she really does do real estate. I've seen some of her real estate properties. All right, so go ahead and check her out. Her name is Adira. Okay, I ain't gonna get into her nickname or none of that, but her name is Adira. All right, check her out. Very beautiful in and out, inside and out. So anyway, so for you Aries, you have the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, and you have the Knight of Wands. Obviously, you already know what the Six of Cups is. There's a whole lot of regret that a person has that they didn't give you a chance. And they don't have you, Aries, in their life anymore. And they deserve for you, Aries, to not be in their lives because they didn't appreciate you. You know, and I've talked about this before, that Aries is a zodiac sign where you know that Aries are fun, but you didn't know that. If you don't know Aries like that, then you wouldn't know that Aries are intelligent, because Aries can say some factual stuff out of nowhere. Like if you've ever listened to Kristen, anyway, Kristen or Kirsten Stewart, she's an Aries. I don't know if the R is before the I or after the I, but anyway, in her name. Point is that she'll say something and then she'll say something factual, and it's like, where did this factual piece of information come from? Like, where did this scientist jump out at us from? And that's how Aries are. But a lot of people will think that Aries are stupid for some reason or another. I don't know why, but they'll think that Aries are stupid. And a lot of you Aries are paying attention to how you've been mistreated. They didn't appreciate what you Aries have got going on. And you know, I've talked about this before. You Aries are lovely people. I was engaged to an Aries. I was engaged to an Aries and a Libra, okay? And the Aries was the Dominican, and which lets you know that I'm not tripping out about the whole ethnicity thing. I don't care. I don't care about ethnicity. Whatever. Blue eyes, green eyes, light skin, dark skin, I don't care. If we're compatible and I like you and you have integrity and you like me because you see I have something, integrity and stuff like this, then and you want to make it work, we can make it work. You feel me? I don't care about ethnicity, but she was Dominican, and she was I'm not in contact with her anymore because she started wilding out, but I loved her quite a lot. Obviously I was engaged to her. Yeah, that was gonna be my wife at one point. And a lot of you Aries are lovely people. It's just that people don't be taking the time to actually see it. But the thing is that you Aries deserve a lot better than that. And that's why it is that you are not hanging out with them, because you Aries understand that you owe it to yourself to not have to deal with someone who didn't really appreciate you anyway. The Hierophant and the Tower, right, represents, because a lot of you Aries see yourselves as being blessed anyway, because a lot of you Aries don't have to hang around somebody that that would betray you in the worst time, because you've spent so much time hanging out with them. Then when you Aries need some help, now all of a sudden they betray you. Now they have a problem with you, right? When the time when you need them and you need a helping hand to help you up, they betray you now. You Aries are blessed because you are finding out early who's there for you and who's not. And it's surprising who's there and who's not. But at the same time, you Aries are able to be okay with it because, number one, you don't have to spend exorbitant amounts of time to find out who a person really is. You can find out immediately or almost immediately. And number two, to the fact that, you Aries don't have to waste that time like I was talking about, right? The time, not just the time, but also you want to know what's what. You want to know what's going on. See, fire signs rule enlightenment, right? Fire brings light. So fire signs rule enlightenment. But when we, in the conscious community, and I'm not a part of the conscious community, but in the conscious community, they'll say things like you need the initial spark, right? Spark what? Spark. Spark is implying fire, right? When they talk about spark, that spark of genius, right? Like you spark a fire up, meaning that the fire represents common sense. The fire represents ingenuity, right? Right? Fire represents, all of the miraculous things that we have today, because like Prometheus coming to the earth with fire, right? Teaching the species how to utilize fire. You'll hear the cave people inventing fire, even though that's not true, but that's not true. But the story of the cave people inventing fire, right? Or discovering it, and the miraculous things that we've had because the advent of fire. Same thing when it comes to you Aries, right? You bring a hell of a lot. Did I just say that? Anyway, you bring a lot of valuable things to the table, but the thing with you Aries is that if people want to play blind intentionally to it, and you Aries feel sad about that because who is doing it, right? These are some of the people that you would have thought cared with relationships and stuff like this. You should care about a person that you're in a relationship with. You should care about a person that you're in a romantic relationship. Is a little bit tight, but you should care about the person that you're in a romantic relationship with, right? And to see how people could be in a relationship with you and they don't care, it really does break you Aries' heart, because why would they be trying to connect themselves to you in the first place? And then the Eight of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords right here represents how it represents how a lot of you Aries are just gonna stay connected to the Most High. You're gonna stay being yourselves. You're gonna continue to be as great as you possibly can, and you're not gonna deviate. You're not gonna get scared, despite how lonely the road may be. You're not gonna get scared. You're not gonna turn back so that you can join what's popular or the rest of humanity. You Aries have realized that you've gone too far, and so because you've gone too far, you're not going to turn back. You're not even thinking about turning back. You've got to continue to reach the next step of that divinity on your own, from your own life experiences, right? That exaltation. And then you have the World and the Two of Swords. A lot of you realize that this goal is going to be accomplished on your own, and maybe you'll have someone along with you, but hold on to those people. That is a part of what makes relationships so precious, functional ones. Because a lot of people, like I said before, it's lonely at the top. A lot of people do not have the credentials from life experience and the knowledge that. You all right? Here. Come here. Don't, all right, man. I love you. A lot of people don't really have the life experience and the life knowledge to actually understand what another person is going through, to be in a relationship with them. They don't understand that. And to be in a relationship with somebody who legitimately does understand it, not just understand it, but they're the same way, and the two of you are compatible. Let me explain something to y'all, that I may not have necessarily said. Me being at the level that I am spiritually, I get ignored so much. There's plenty of individuals that I meet and I'm ignored. You know what I mean? The person is trying to run game, and they don't understand that I don't want to run game. I don't want to do that. What I want is to actually be in a relationship with somebody that I can trust and that they can trust me. But they don't deal with me from the capacity of the narrative where they immediately deal with me like I'm going to cheat, because that's not true. That's factually incorrect. And dealing with me from that perspective would mean that you're creating a narrative and you're lying, or both, because that's not what's going to happen, right? Because I understand that number one is how hard it is for me to find anybody. There's not a lot of people, and I get told this by my family all the time, like, Kareem, like they tell me, they say, Kareem, you're above us. They say it about themselves. They're like, you above us. There's things that you'll say. People in my immediate family will tell me, there's things that you say that goes above my head, and you're the last born. I'm older than you. We're siblings, and there's things that you say that goes over my head. Spiritually, you're higher than even I. And that's what it is. So what does this mean? I'm saying that you Aries have to essentially batten down the hatches. Don't stray away from the path that y'all are on simply because people don't understand you. You're beautiful, but at the same time, people have a problem with that because they can't connect with you because their arms are too short to reach the sky. Let's clarify the world card. Two of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Six of Cups. Yet again. I'm going to hang out with you. Hold on. We're going to hang out, all right? Okay, we're going to kick it. You can sleep if you want. Get some sleep. Talking to my dog over there. But anyway, to clarify the world, the Two of Wands and the Nine of Cups, right, represents how, and they will never, you gotta understand, like, people will never be able to approach you on that soul level if their heart is super guarded, and if they don't have a soul, and if they have sold out to be broken. They're never gonna be able to reach you, right? The Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups represents this person who you knew in the past. They want to be able to match you. They want to be able to reach you where it is that you are. But are they going to? Are they capable of doing it? That is the $64 million question. Are they capable of meeting you in that distance, right? Getting close to you when there's so much distance between you and everybody else. Not because you, Aries, are guarded, even though you Aries are guarded sometimes. That's why it's so hard getting close to Aries. Aries is the hardest zodiac sign to get close to. Aries is the hardest zodiac sign to get emotionally open with. And I'm speaking as an Aries moon myself, right? My mom originally was supposed to be an Aries, but she's premature. So she actually came out a month earlier. So it's still that, but my ascendant is Pisces. So you can still, my moon is Pisces, my ascendant or my rising is Pisces, my moon is in Aries. So you can see that dynamic of my mother there, right? That dynamic, myself, my mom, how I became, the influence. You dig what I'm saying? You can see that influence there. My sister's a Pisces too, or I should say as well. So it's that sense of, you dig what I'm saying? It's that sense of, a lot of people don't understand how difficult it is to get close to a Pisces, because a lot of people don't understand the Pisces. A lot of people don't understand you. I mean, not Pisces and Aries. A lot of people don't understand you, Aries. A lot of people don't understand how to get close to you. They don't even want to try. They don't even want to try to get close to you. They don't even want to see, to even match you where it is that you are, right? And again, you Aries are just on Mount Everest compared to everybody else who is at sea level. It's just, you know, it's such a difference between yourself and others. This is what has you Aries feeling separated. But it's not that you're separated in that sense physically. You're just separated spiritually. But in that separation, there's a level of acceptance that you have to give to yourself. And in that level of acceptance brings joy and personal peace, right? Like, I've accepted that with myself, and I'm not going to be normal. That's why I don't try to be normal, right? I'm not ever going to be normal, because what is people's concepts of normality to be? Ghetto. I got to look like a gangster. I got to have face tattoos, because what is the concept of normal, fam? Like, my life experiences, I've met thousands of people, fam, like countless. And each and every single person has their own something, they own quirks in their own personality that makes them them. Like, what is it that people go after? People go after individuals with just handsome, you know, good looking. And it's like, but that's not a personality though. That's not a personality. You just like the conspicuous, you know what I'm saying? Like, not you, but they just like the conspicuously handsome or pretty, but baddie or bad boy type. It's like, but that's not a swagger though. A swagger is a personality. You think? So you just different. You Aries are just different from a lot of other people. You just have to accept it and embrace that. And that is a part of what will become your power more and more and more, because then you will stop being offended when people say things like you're weird. I've had so many people call me weird. Oh, you weird. Yeah, but I'm still in a room with a lot of millionaires. A few weeks ago, I want to say 3 weeks ago, I was on the phone. I'm not going to say any names, but I was on the phone with a millionaire. Millionaires still want to hear what I have to say. So what is it so special about me that I know what I'm talking about, to where people with 7 figures and above want to hear what I got to say? I can't be that weird. That's pretty much it though. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.